What if I told you? Most people are not being held back by others, but by something far more dangerous. Their own reactions, their own emotions, their own need for approval. Because the truth is, very few people actually have the power to stop you, unless you give it to them. Today, we're breaking down Machiavelli's dark power lessons, principles that reveal how to become mentally untouchable, so nobody can break you, control you, or hold you back. People often believe that power is something external, money, status, influence. But Machiavelli understood something deeper. True power is psychological. It lives in how you think, how you react, how you respond under pressure. Because the moment someone can control your emotions, they control you. And the moment you become emotionally dependent on others, you become vulnerable to manipulation. This is why some people seem unshakable. No matter what happens, they remain calm, focused, untouchable. Let's explore the psychological lessons behind that mindset. Section 1. The illusion of external control. Most people believe their life is controlled by external forces, other people's opinions, circumstances, criticism, rejection. But Machiavelli would argue, this is an illusion. Because while you cannot control everything that happens to you, you always control how you respond, and your response determines your outcome. Two people can face the same obstacle. One breaks, the other adapts. The difference is not the situation, it's the mindset. The moment you realize this, you stop seeing yourself as a victim of circumstances and start seeing yourself as the strategist of your own life. Section 2. Emotional independence is power. One of the most dangerous psychological weaknesses is emotional dependence. When your mood depends on how others treat you, you lose control. If someone ignores you, you feel bad. If someone criticizes you, you feel insecure. If someone rejects you, you feel worthless. This creates a hidden vulnerability, because anyone who understands this can manipulate your emotional state. But the moment you become emotionally independent, something shifts. You stop reacting automatically. You start observing, and that distance gives you control, because power begins where emotional dependence ends. Section 3. Stop seeking approval. Humans are wired to seek approval. We want validation, acceptance, recognition. But Machiavelli understood something critical. The need for approval makes you predictable, and predictability makes you controllable. If someone knows you want to be liked, they can influence your behavior. If they know you fear rejection, they can pressure you. This is why the most powerful individuals are often misunderstood. They are not driven by approval, they are driven by purpose. And when you stop needing validation, you become much harder to influence. Section 4. Control your reactions, control your life. Reactions are automatic. Someone insults you, you react. Someone challenges you, you react. Someone disrespects you, you react. But these reactions often come from emotion, not strategy. And emotional reactions can be used against you. Machiavelli believed that controlling your reactions is one of the highest forms of intelligence, because when you pause, when you observe, when you choose your response instead of reacting impulsively, you gain an advantage, you become unpredictable, and unpredictability creates power. Section 5. Resilience is built through pressure. Most people try to avoid discomfort. They avoid conflict, failure, rejection. But pressure is what builds psychological strength. Every challenge you face trains your mind to become more stable, more focused, more resistant to emotional disruption. Machiavelli observed that individuals who endure hardship often become more capable of handling power, because they are less easily shaken. And the less you are shaken, the harder it becomes for anyone to break you. Section 6. Detachment creates clarity. When you are emotionally involved in a situation, your judgment becomes clouded. You react based on feelings instead of logic. But when you create distance, you start seeing clearly. You notice patterns, motives, hidden dynamics. Detachment doesn't mean you don't care. It means you don't let emotions control your thinking, and that clarity allows you to make better decisions, especially in high-pressure situations. Section 7. Your mind is your strongest weapon. Machiavelli believed that strategy wins more battles than strength, and strategy begins in the mind. If your thinking is clear, focused, and controlled, you can navigate complex situations. You can outmaneuver opposition. You can adapt when things change. But if your mind is chaotic, emotional, reactive, you lose control before the situation even begins, which means the ultimate power is not external, it's internal. Section 8. Become psychologically untouchable. The final lesson is this: no one can truly break you unless they control your internal state. People may criticize you, doubt you, oppose you, but these things only affect you if you allow them to. When you become mentally strong, emotionally independent, and strategically aware, you become extremely difficult to influence. You become psychologically untouchable. Final psychological takeaway. Machiavelli's lessons are often misunderstood. They are not about controlling others. They are about not being controlled, because the real danger in life is not what others do to you. It's how you react to it. And once you master your reactions, you remove the power others have over you. Because in the end, no one can hold you back, break you, or stop you, unless they control the one thing that matters most: your mind.